Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jennifer from Sun Dragon Paper and Lace. And thank you. I just want to start out. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you to the subscribers that have been here since the beginning. I'm so appreciative of all of you. Today I wanted to work on doing clusters with these things. I don't know if you have ever collected these little ephemera bits. A lot of these are from Tim Holtz. Some of them are digitals that I have fussy cut, but the majority of them are, like Tim Holtz things and things that I've gotten from a long time ago. I think this was like from AliExpress. Things from, I might have picked some stuff up in Temu. But the bottom line is that I don't know what to do with them now because I'm overwhelmed with too much. So what I would like to do is make clusters out of them, and by tearing them, because I don't want just a straight edge, and my shapes that I like working with is a rectangular shape. And what I like to do too is I mix fabric in with paper and all the scrap paper that I have over here. So let's get started. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing great. It is the weekend. It is Saturday. My husband and I didn't do any estate sales at all. There was supposed to be a really good one this weekend, but I have not had the desire really to go. Which is unusual because my husband and I just love going to these estate sales, but I just wanted to stay home, maybe walk around downtown in a little town and just look at shops, and then come home and work on my junk journaling stuff, be in my craft room and make something. So I tore some of these cards, so tore them like this because, again, I don't want a straight edge. At least have one torn up edge, and only because I like the look of it. And I just don't know. I think everybody has recognized this guy. I just really don't know what to do with him anymore, except maybe make a card or put a journal, make him into a tuck or something, which I could easily do just, on a page, and glue it or staple it, and he could be a tuck. But I've got so much that I need to use up. I need to do something with them. So I'm starting with my base. I'm using a larger piece of paper. And then next I want to do maybe one of these things, perhaps. And then, I know, maybe lace, actually, or some kind of fabric. Let's try this lace here. Yeah, so we walked around town, and the weather was just beautiful. So we were able to do that, and it was just so pretty outside. And then I decided, I really don't want to go out anywhere else once we got home. And I'm sorry, I've got this tickle in my throat. And I just wanted to play. And I started out first just, I'm sorry, I'm thinking. I don't like this, the size of this is a little bit too big. I'm going to do a focal point here. Here's a stamp. Yeah, okay. I think that's good. I'm using up a lot of these stamps that I got from Etsy. There's a French shop that I buy a lot of papers from. Her name is Louise. Louise from, I guess I'll have to, I'll make sure that her shop is in my description. In fact, if you ever go onto my description, you'll see that all the designers on YouTube that I like to follow and get inspired by, along with their Etsy shop, and also sometimes I'll post their videos or link their video too of what I have learned. This actually, this idea is inspired by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. She has a video that, let's see, here's an example. That does, she did a cluster. She does clusters that are like this, where she has a stamp or a focal point, and then she puts her papers together with her focal point, and then just only sews part way just to attach all these items together. So I'm just kind of gluing it just to hold it in place until I can go in and I'll sew right here. And then I'll come back and show you the finished product. In the meantime, maybe we can do, this might be a little bit too, there, that's pretty. And then that, maybe if I go like that and like that. Yeah. Like that. Then some fabric. Maybe take this piece like that. And then a focal point. I'm struggling with the focal point, maybe because the focal points that I have don't have, are just the wrong kind of shape. So let me look through here. Wrong shape or wrong color or wrong subject matter. Don't know why that's just not, it's just not working. Maybe see, I feel like this butterfly is too big. What is that? I'm sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just kind of concentrating and trying to find what I can add to this little cluster here. Here's a wing. Let me put it there that way. I don't think I like that either. Oh my goodness. So why am I struggling so much with finding a focal point? I think this is, I'm not sure where I got that. So how's everyone doing? Hopefully you are all doing well. Oh my goodness, look at this. Isn't that cute? You know, I think my favorite people are children. No doubt about it. They are the cutest, funniest people. Let's see. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is, okay, I'll just sew right down there. Oops. Okay. It's looking like I'm liking the stamp type figure. What do you think? Doesn't it? Do you see a little pattern here? You don't need to worry too much about gluing too much because it's going to be sewn. So what I'll do is sew straight down here. If I can straighten it a little bit, make it not so wonky looking. There. Okay. All right, one more. Then I'm gonna sew. And then I'll come on back. This could be a good focal point right there, maybe. Or this bird, which looks a little big. Let's see if I can trim them down, maybe that'll be better. Okay, I got that piece. What if I get this piece in the back there like that? And then maybe a piece of lace. Like that, and then the focal point. However, I need to be careful not to sew his beak off or something. So we'll work with it. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Okay. All right. I will be right back. I'm going to sew these up, take these to the sewing machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, so of course I ran out of thread and had to rethread my sewing machine, and this is how it turned out. It's that one. That one's really cute, I think. There's that one. Barely nicked the bird's beak, but I think it turned out okay. And then there's that one. And so what I wanted to do is maybe demonstrate by decorating a page in my granddaughter's journal. And I labeled this one Lola's Words. I am Lola, which is grandma in Filipino. And I am going to, I have a whole bunch of stuff in here that I want to implement. And I haven't been in here in this journal for quite some time, which I really need to start working on it. So I thought I'd maybe start doing little tidbits and what do you call it? Decorate. Start decorating it. What I want to do, this looks like would be great. Oh, I've already written in that. See, there's a lot of these I've written my words in there. Some words of wisdom for her. Let's see. I think I want to put paper on this. Special paper. This is paper that I have tea dyed and then went in. It's tracing paper that I went, no, it's not tracing, it's tissue paper actually, that I went in and tea dyed. I put it over bubble wrap and sprayed the tea dye, the sprayed tea on top of it, and then I used ink when the paper is wet. Let's see. Yes, Doc Martens Bombay. I have all the colors of, it was a kit I got on Amazon. And so, and then I let it dry over the bubble wrap. And this is how the effect that it comes out. And it's just really neat. So I think I'm gonna add that on here. And maybe not even, I might not glue it though. I might maybe just put a piece of it and make it like a page, just covering the page, because I would like her to eventually also use it as her own journal. And put her thoughts onto it too, along with my words of wisdom. Which really, it's not just words, it's not words of wisdom, really. It's more like things that I've learned and things that have popped up in my life, or sayings, Filipino superstitions, all that fun stuff. So I think I'm going to do a line of glue right here. And just do a bit like that. I know it doesn't look like it's going to stick right now, but it will. And once this is all flattened too, maybe I should take this all out here. Yeah, that'll flatten better. Take this crease out. This journal was made, maybe, I want to say a couple years ago when I first started to junk journal. And so my style back then was a little bit grungier than it is now. So I'm making it, I just want to stick to that grungy style, even though it's not quite, that's not exactly what I'm into now. But I can still make it work. So a lot of these are original letters from, this letter was a love letter from the 50s. And these papers are coffee dyed or tea dyed from me. And this original music. I could put the Chinese writing in there, characters. This is a ruby and pearl digital. But I think these pages would be okay to go ahead and decorate. And it's long overdue. Long overdue. I forgot how I made this paper. It has, embossing, clear embossing powder. And I just went in and I just sprinkled it. I spritz it with a paint, and then I sprinkled the embossing powder, and then heat gunned it, and it came out like this. It was kind of a fun accident. Okay, so right here, I want to do this, and I want to decorate this. And then I can tug it onto here like that. Just pin it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do for now. But the nice thing about these clusters is that, you know, they just kind of add. It's nice to make them ahead of time. I try to keep them in colors that I know that I can use in almost any journal. There, and this will be a journal card that I can add to. So journal card there, journaling space here, and then I can add something over here too. Okay. But the concept really of these little clusters is just to see, like, I can even make this into a tuck spot right here. If I put it, let's say if I do this, use this one, and I can make, in fact, let's just do that now, because that kind of looks, that looks good to me. I want it sticking out. No, I don't want it sticking out because I want it a tuck. I want it to tuck. So actually what I'm going to do is put the glue here. And then add the tuck like this. And then I can tuck in a journal card or something. I like this. You got to train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, or else you'll lose yourself every time. So there are certain things that I've written that have come to my mind, that these little notes that I've got spread out everywhere that I need to implement and put them in secret tuck spots. And I think this is going to be really fun for her. At least I hope it will be when she gets older. Okay, this tuck spot there. I think I'll put something here eventually. I'll probably attach some kind of decoration on it. And then here are some things that I need to continue. Just tuck all these things here. Okay. But that is a concept of a cluster, and using those little ephemera bits that you buy if you haven't used them, because you know they come in big packs, and if you haven't used them all and you don't know what to do with them, I don't think it's going to hurt for you to rip them up or to use them as a little scrap, because you know, what are they doing? What are you doing with them now? At least it is for me. You know, what am I doing with it now? other than, you know, just having it sit there. So, yeah, I definitely want to use them up, even if I had to tear it up. Let's see, how does this go? It's like this. There we go. All right. Yep, we definitely need to get this filled up and decorated. I made this when, let's see, she was 2 years old. She's now 5. So, yeah, need to get started on it. So I think maybe I'll start posting some videos with maybe doing a page. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today and keeping me company. I hope to see you again next time. Thank you again for subscribing. Please comment, like, and share. And until the next time, I will see you again. Bye-bye.